Giants fans like, finally, Daddy spending time with me. Lil Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I am the best reporting on the Eagles. Welcome to Lunchtime with the Bullies, man. One of the most interactive sports talks during the lunchtime that you're going to find on YouTube. Shout out to y'all for being amazing people. Shout out to y'all for the support and the love. You know, y'all always been holding your boy down, man. Finally making it on the time that allows you. What's good, LB? Shotline, what's up, bro? LB, can you imagine the whole O-line being as physical as Landon until the whistle blows and not quit when the ball passes the line of scrimmage? I hope his playing style gets contagious. I think it has to, man. When you see a young Brahma Bull step in like that and start knocking bodies over and, you know, putting people in the dirt, you already know what's going to happen. LB, my guy, what's good? What's up with y'all, man? We got some people in the building. Reaper Talent, man, my guy, what's up? Victor Jurnett, what's up with you, man? Terrell, what up, man? D-Mac, what's up? You're tripping, bro, if you say we could win the division. Well, then what do you mean we? You're not a part of this we then if you don't believe that. Philly the podcast, what's up, bro? What's up with you? I seen the Slim Reaper stuff you put up there, man. I'm anxious to see what it look like. Anxious to see what it look like. You're tripping, bro, if you say we could win this division. Listen, just say y'all. Because if you don't think we could win this division, then it's not a we. It's not a we, it's a y'all. You're on the other side of the fence. Because the Philadelphia Eagles absolutely can win this division. We're going to get into it, though. Randy Lopez, what's up, man? What is up, LB? I'm so excited for this upcoming season. Me too. Me too, bro. Very excited for this upcoming season, man. I mean, the division, as far as the NFC East goes, let's talk about some of the handicaps that the Philadelphia Eagles have. What are some of the handicaps that the Eagles have? What can stop the Eagles from, you know, winning this division? What can stop the Eagles? People say it all depends on Hurts. Maybe. But I don't think it depends on Hurts. I think Hurts is going to perform. I think it depends on how much the ball gets ran. Injuries. Let's talk about the things that really hampered this. Let's talk about it. Injuries, secondary, defensive scheme. Liz C, what up? Let's talk about it. The things that traditionally handicapped us during the Doug Peterson era are no longer there. They're no longer there. I doubt you see timid play calling. I doubt you see weird times when you go for it on fourth down. Rumors around Gilmore. Let's talk about it. I didn't know nothing about that. I didn't see nothing about that. But Gilmore to Philly would be outstanding. It would be outstanding. The things that generally handicap the Philadelphia Eagles are no longer there. Jim Schwartz is gone. Jim Schwartz is gone, I repeat. Favoritism football is out the door in Philly. We're not trying to force feed Alshon Jeffrey into playing time anymore. He's gone. We're not trying to get Deshaun Jackson as healthy as possible so he can get out on the field. He's gone. He's gone. We're not trying to make Carson Wentz throw the ball 40 times with an offensive line that's in shambles. He's gone. It's a new day. It's a new day. And all that is good for the Philadelphia Eagles. Good for the Philadelphia Eagles. I got to talk about this Stephon Gilmore thing for a second, man. I had no idea. No idea. So what's the status? Did we get Stephon Gilmore, or are there talks of us getting Stephon Gilmore? Because if you get Stephon Gilmore, you got a top 10 defense. You got a top 10 defense if you got Darius Slay and Stephon Gilmore on opposite sides of each other. You do. You do. Combine that with Eric Wilson, Alex Singleton, and some of the linebackers that we already got. If you were able to land Stephon Gilmore, you got a top 10 defense. We got the capital to bolster this defense right now. Right now. What you rather do? Spend a first-round pick on Stephon Gilmore? Or wait to draft the best cornerback in the draft next year? Come on. You go get Stephon Gilmore. We basically got a complimentary first-round pick. We moved from 6 to 12, still got the Heisman winner at wide receiver, and walked away with an extra first. Go out there and get Stephon Gilmore if you can. It's no hose bar, man. I mean, it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. I think in this division, you need a Richard Sherman or a Stephon Gilmore opposite of Slay. I think you need it. Dudes are dudes are trying to get a little more firepower in their arsenal. You know what I'm saying? So we talked about the things that handicap the Philadelphia Eagles, and we talked about those things no longer being there potentially. Potentially. Whole new quarterback, whole new playbook, whole new offensive scheme. We talked about those things not being there potentially. That's good news for us. We don't have to worry about if Doug Peterson is going to change things up this season. We don't have to worry about if Jim Schwartz is going to try to adopt a new philosophy. You want to know why? Because respectively, they're in the unemployment line. They're no longer with the Philadelphia Eagles organization. We have to look forward to how fresh and new things are going to look for our defensive coordinator and our new head coach. Let's talk about some of the things that handicap the Dallas Cowboys. Dak Prescott coming off of an injury. Ankle probably still tender like some ribs at the barbecue. Hope he's 100% for the season, though. Let's talk about Mike McCarthy being a terrible head coach, a terrible play caller, a terrible decision maker. Let's talk about them still having the same defensive coordinator, I believe. Or do they? Do they? Let's talk about the Dallas Cowboys spending a whole draft on defensive talent, hoping that they pan out. Let's talk about it. I think the Dallas Cowboys defense still going to give up points. Dak Prescott coming off an injury. That offensive line ain't get no better. They didn't address offensive line. I think you're going to be able to get to Dak. I do. As explosive as that offense is. I think Dak is going to be hesitant to run and move and all of that. They still got some of the same things still handicapping them. Let's talk about the New York Giants. Come on, man. Look at them. Look at the jerseys. Look at the Nets. Look at the Brooklyn Nets. Look at them. Look at their city for sports, period. They'll forever be handicapped, the New York Giants. You still got Daniel Jones. And everybody, oh God. Everybody likes to talk about Daniel Jones. Everybody likes to say if what is the thing they like to say? If Jalen Hurts would have played the whole season, he would have had X amount of fumbles and interceptions and all of this. Let's talk about Daniel Jones. I'm going to tell you why Daniel Jones is the major handicap for the New York Giants. Daniel Jones, this could be a fun fact. Daniel Jones did not throw a touchdown pass in 7 games last season. That's almost half the year. Almost half the year. And he's not the problem? Your job as a quarterback is to throw a touchdown. You can't go 3 weeks without a touchdown pass. I think Daniel Jones might have went a month of the season without a touchdown pass straight. 7 games. 7 games out of 16 weeks of football. He did not throw a touchdown pass. You will never hear a New York Giant diagnose Daniel Jones like that. Look, a New York Giant won't even look to find nothing up like that, a New York Giant guy. They not going to look that hard to find that type of information. You're never going to find it. Meanwhile, here's another one. Daniel Jones didn't even throw for 300 yards at all last season. At all last season. I repeat, Daniel Jones did not throw for 300 yards in a single game last season. Major handicap is their quarterback. If you ask me, they needed to draft a quarterback. We're just going to keep it a buck. If your quarterback don't throw a touchdown in 7 games, don't throw for 300 yards in the entire season, that's a concern and that's a handicap if you ask me. Oh, and without a Saquon Barkley. Without a Saquon Barkley. So they wasn't like they was feeding up. Listen, Daniel Jones had 2,900 passing yards in the whole season last year. Dudes get benched for that in the passing league. And they want to talk to us about Hurts. Another handicap for the New York Giants is this. They don't understand what a good wide receiver is. They don't understand what a good wide receiver is. They never needed another wide receiver. Some of them think Darius Slayton is a bum. Darius Slayton has had over 725 receiving yards 2 seasons in a row. The Eagles won a Super Bowl with a guy, the high was like 700. Teams have won Super Bowls with that type of production. We would have killed. We haven't had a receiver with 600 yards in 2 years. But they need a receiver. And the coach, I think the coach is overrated in New York as well. So some of the things that still handicap them are still in place. The quarterback, just the quarterback and the coach, honestly. The quarterback and the coach. They got a stout defense over there. Let's talk about the Washington football team. The Washington football team probably, on paper from top to bottom, in my opinion, is the best team in the NFC East. I'm going to keep it 100. I feel like that's the best team in the NFC East. I feel like if Aaron Rodgers went to Washington, they'd probably be going to the Super Bowl. That's how good that defense is. And Terry McLaurin and Aaron Rodgers would be a deadly combination. I'm actually scared of Ryan Fitzpatrick and Terry McLaurin. I am. I'm actually scared of that combination. But I think our defense will be able to do enough to stop Ryan Fitzpatrick. I think we'll be able to accomplish enough to stop Ryan Fitzpatrick. So their handicap still is uncertainty at the quarterback position. The handicap is the uncertainty at the quarterback position. But if Ryan Fitzpatrick magically lighted up for like 8 weeks, a lot of people could be in trouble. A lot of people could be in trouble. So our strength going into this season is the uncertainty. Nobody knows what our strengths or weaknesses is because everything is brand new. Everything is brand new. Now, I shouldn't have said that I'm afraid of Ryan Fitzpatrick or I'm scared. I take Ryan Fitzpatrick serious, though, because I've seen Ryan Fitzpatrick light some people up. I take him very serious. I take him very serious. So when you ask me realistically if the Philadelphia Eagles can win this division, the answer is yes. You're talking about us already projected to have the easiest schedule in the game. A true dual threat at quarterback. Nobody else got a dual threat. New York would be a close second. Not even a close second. They'll just be second. Daniel Jones got some wheels. He could get outside of the pocket and run. But can he throw on a run? No. He could just tuck and run. Miles Sanders being utilized more. A true number one wide receiver for the first time since T.O. A number one wide receiver who's not afraid of the moment. We straight. We straight. Nobody in their right mind should be thinking that we can't win this division. Nobody. If we can't win this division, tell me how. Tell me how. Somebody give me the comment. Somebody tell me why we can't win this division. Somebody give me the comment why we not winning this division. And why would you put a Dallas Cowboys team with a quarterback coming off of a season-ending injury to do it? Why? Well, give me the reason why. Is Dak going to be 100%? Listen, when Dak was 100%, they was 1-4. We are not winning the division because injuries in Washington. You don't even know if we injured yet. I need a logical explanation, a logical one. Our O-line is coming back healthy too. I forgot about that. Yes, that's a major point of emphasis for us. If our O-line is healthy, the sky's the limit for them guys. Dallas the favorite. Sorry to say, Dallas was the favorites last year. And Dallas was the favorites the year before last. They didn't win the division any of those years. Favorites don't win divisions. Favorites don't win divisions. Julian Christian, man, welcome to Bully Land. Favorites don't win divisions. I'm sorry. We need other starting outside corner to contend. We do. I agree with that. I would like to have a bona fide seasoned vet on a 1-year deal so they can show McPherson the ropes. So they can show Devontae Adams the rope. I mean, not Devontae Adams, Maddox the ropes. Gilmore. If you ask if the Eagles got a chance to get Stephon Gilmore, they got to do it. The odds had y'all better than my Giants, LB. Can't believe the odds. Would you like Richard Sherman coming? I would love Richard Sherman coming here. I would love it. Give me Richard Sherman or Gilmore. We need veterans, dog, who going to be able to show this secondary. You got Anthony Harris. Listen, put some old school dudes back there, bro. Kara, what's up? Sherman old. I don't care if he old. I don't care if he's old. I don't care if he's old, y'all. Y'all know how I feel about that phrase being thrown out there. Y'all know. I don't care about that. He ain't retire. Is Sherman better than Maddox? Give me a thumbs up if Sherman is better than Maddox. Come on, make it make sense. Give me a thumbs up. Come on, you already know. So what difference do it make if he old if you're getting him on a one-year deal? Makes no difference at all. Sherman old. Y'all kill me with that, man. Same dude said Zach Ertz was old, but they skipped past Kelce actually being older than Zach Ertz. Travis Kelce. What you think about the linebacker from LSU, Jacoby Stevens? Dog. Put him at linebacker, he'll make some stuff happen. Sherman as the 2, age don't matter. Somebody, exactly. Give me Sherman. Give me Stephon Gilmore if you could get him, but Stephon Gilmore would make like $10 million a year. Give me that. Give me that for 1 year. Give me that. I believe our offense will be explosive enough to compete. Our defense is the question. Our defense is the question. Philly 500 just texted me. So I'm going to be on 500 show at 5:30. I'm going to text you back 500 if you're watching. I'm going to be on 500 show at 5:30 tonight. You know what I'm saying? We good to go. We're going to talk about some stuff, man. We're going to talk about some stuff. Is Julio Jones worth it straight up for Fletcher Cox? No. I don't want Julio Jones. I want defensive players, man. Defensive players. Monday, I'm going to premiere the video with Vach Lombardi. That's going to be recorded over the weekend, but it's going to debut Monday. Me and Vach going to talk about, what do you think about the draft for the Cowboys and what I think about the draft for the Philadelphia Eagles. That's going to be on my channel Monday. It's going to be a goodie. Is it just on 500's channel or is it on both channels? I think it's just going to be on 500 channel. Why do you want Gilmore? Is this a trick question? Is this a trick question? Stephon Gilmore is one of them ones at the cornerback position. Hey, Yuri, man, shout out to you, man. I appreciate you. Gilmore trade might need to include Zach McPherson. Not for no first. You can have Maddox. You can have Maddox. I need this. I already know what I'm getting out of Maddox. I need to know what I'm getting out of Zach. Watching you in school, bro. Hey, man, don't miss no classes, bro. Don't miss. Hey, Nick, man, don't miss no classes. Don't miss no lessons, man. School is important. You can watch this on a playback. He's a perennial Pro Bowler. What do you mean why? I don't understand. I don't understand the question either. Would you want Gilmore over J.C. Jackson? Yes. Yes. I want Gilmore over every other cornerback in the league not named Jalen Ramsey. Probably over Jalen Ramsey. Isn't Gilmore due a contract and it would take a lot to get him? I'd spend the first and I'd tag him and trade him. Gilmore holds value. Gilmore is like a Bitcoin. If you had one Bitcoin, and if you could pay for a Bitcoin today, imagine what that Bitcoin would be worth a year down the line. You got to take that chance on Gilmore, a tag and trade. So somebody could pick up the tag, and then you could, what I'm saying? Tag and trade. I'd definitely go after Steven Nelson from the Steelers. Yeah, I would go after Steven Nelson too. I mean, I think Steven Nelson would be the cheaper option, but if you can get Gilmore, man, you're making a statement to the NFC East. Because Darius Slay and Stephon Gilmore will shut down Dallas. They will shut down Dallas. Slay could stop Amari Cooper, and Stephon Gilmore just will bully Gallup. They will shut down Dallas. That's clamps. That's clamps right there. They shutting down anybody. I like Slay and Gilmore. Again, and we play the Chiefs this year. I like Slay and Gilmore at the Chiefs. I like Slay and Gilmore against anybody, dog. Stephon Gilmore is for a Super Bowl ready team. Okay. Okay. And Stephon Gilmore can also make you a Super Bowl ready team. Our defense not that far off, how people think. Brandon Graham, Fletcher Cox, a new revamped linebacking core that's going to be playing in a different scheme. Anthony Harris back there. Our defense is not far off. And defense win championships. I would get Stephon Gilmore. I think if you get Stephon Gilmore, you could hold a lot of your opponents to under 20 points a game this year. You could hold a lot of your opponents to under 20 points a game this year. And that should help you win almost any game. So you're talking about Gilmore ready for a Super Bowl ready team. Players like Gilmore can make you a Super Bowl ready team. A.J. Boye would be cheaper to get, but he's buns. He's buns, though. He's buns at the cookout. Saints are in cap hell with Michael Thomas contract. Lattimore is there in the trade. Lattimore could be there in the trade. I like Lattimore. But Lattimore coming up on a deal soon, ain't he? Jonathan Gannon going to have his defense ready to play. Lattimore be getting cooked. Lattimore, I think sometimes Lattimore bite off more than he could chew. I think he was thrusted into the number one cornerback position, and they had to do what they had to do. Gilmore would be great, but on a $200,000, but on $200,000 in cap space. Somebody got to dip. Somebody got to bounce. Don't be surprised if acquiring a Stephon Gilmore means bye-bye to Fletcher Cox, honestly. Or Zach Ertz. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if that's the case. Do not be surprised if that's the case. Because if you bring in Stephon Gilmore, if you bring in Gilmore in, somebody got to go. You just can't bring in Gilmore and keep all your assets you have because cap is an issue. We don't need any more DBs biting on double moves, getting beat like drums. I agree. I doubt Ertz and the Patriots sign. I doubt Ertz. The Patriots sign Jonnu and Hunter Henry. Facts. We're going to have crazy cap next year as well. Yeah, all we got to do is make sure we can afford him this year. If you can afford Stephon Gilmore this year, you'll be able to extend him next year. Is this going to be a YouTube video? Is what going to be a YouTube video? This live stream? Yeah, all my live streams get saved and put up there so you can watch them later. So YouTube came out with this new thing called Shorts. So I put a couple short videos up. One with the rock, paper, scissors shirt. And shout out to y'all who already pre-ordered the rock, paper, scissors shirt. The shirt is fire, man. I came up with the concept like a week ago. Spun it by the print champs, and we was able to come up with a cool design, man. A cool design. The rock, paper, scissors shirt, man, you know. Just in celebration of Devontae Smith being a Philadelphia Eagle, man. So check out my last video. It was like a 38-second video. It's supposed to go to the YouTube Shorts, I think. But, yeah, you'll be able to find it, I'm sure. I don't know how the YouTube Shorts thing work. So I was testing it with the rock, paper, scissors drop. And I tested it with the with the Manscaped stuff. And it seems like it's just showing up as a regular video. But it's supposed to go into a Shorts category. We'll see. They still trying to figure it out, YouTube, I guess. Would you trade Brooks for Gilmore? Yeah, I would. I'd trade almost anybody on the offensive line right now. With the exception of Lane. I'd trade almost anybody right now. Because Landon Dickerson could play every position. What's cracking, LB, all the way from Richmond, Virginia? Do you think our secondary will be better this season? Absolutely. Absolutely. The Shorts is cool. Still comes as a video, too. Yeah, I don't really like that. If I upload it as a short, make it a short. I don't want to see the shorts with my videos. It's like a story, but still post. Most of my videos go there. Bet. Gilmore signed with Miami. Are you sure that already happened? Let's all be real, this season is for Hurts to show his potential. I think he brings a Dak-like leadership, if not better. This ain't for Hurts to show his potential. This year is for the Philadelphia Eagles to win a division, man. Kara said, no, he hasn't. This is for us to win a division. We're not out here running no test run. We out here trying to win every game. I'm going to tell you how I know this. You got a brand new head coach. You got a brand new defensive coordinator. You got a new quarterback that's going to start off the season. You are trying to win every game. You're trying to shock the world. You're trying to shock the world. It looks better if a whole new supporting cast can win you 10 games than it does for the expected. A whole supporting cast winning 4 games, 5 games, 6 games. Who's Washington quarterback? Fitzpatrick. Why so much hurts, hate, and or doubt? You already know why. It's possible for Carson Wentz and Jalen Hurts to succeed. It's very much possible. We could be seeing that this year. We really could be seeing that this year. 2-year mission, boss. I disagree. My expectations ain't listen, man, these professional athletes, man. When you brought in that Heisman winner and the potential that I think that Jalen Hurts has, this ain't no 2-year mission, man. This ain't no 2-year mission, man. We not the Giants, man. We not the Redskins, man. How was it a 2-year mission when we won the Super Bowl with Doug Peterson being a 2-year coach? We won a Super Bowl with Carson Wentz being a 2-year quarterback. Come on, man. It's not a 2-year mission. It's about if the offense and the defense can come up with a cohesive game plan to start winning right away. Which receiver from last year do you think will make the roster? I think the unanimous answer going to be Arcega-Whiteside. But I think there's room for Arcega-Whiteside to grow at tight end. I'd love to see that. NFL schedule coming out May 12th. Yes, when the NFL schedule drops May 12th, me and Philly 500 will be on my channel to talk about the schedule. I'm probably going to have me, Philly 500, and Moochie Robinson. So I got a lot of collabs coming up, man. A lot of collabs coming up. Hope Grimes takes JJ's place on the main roster. Somebody got to go to the practice squad, man. You got to keep that in mind. So your favorite wide receiver could end up on the practice squad. Our receivers will be more productive this year, hands down. Hands down, I agree. Concrete Green, what up, LB? Do you think Grimes takes somebody's spot? Yeah, I think he can. JJ is 6'2". I don't think he could play tight end. How tall do you think tight ends are? How tall do you think tight ends are? He absolutely can play tight end at 6'2". The height is not a concern. It would be the weight more of a concern than the height. Yeah, he could play tight end at 6'2". He just needs about 15 pounds. I agree. Did you hear about possibly getting Stephon Gilmore? Thoughts, LB? Yeah, we touched on that, man. I would love to get Stephon Gilmore. I think it makes you competitive, man. I think getting Stephon Gilmore damn near can guarantee you. It could guarantee you the NFC East, man. Because it's a number of teams on the roster that we just going to obliterate on the defensive side of the ball. Pitts is only 6'4". What if we get both Gilmore and Nelson? We'd be loaded. Greg Ward going to make the roster? I think so, man. I think Greg Ward should make the roster. Spence Rattler lecture looks like a dog. I got to look him up. Do you think Avery at linebacker gives him and Eagles a good look? I do. Who the other starting wide receiver for who? The Philadelphia Eagles? I would like to see Fulgham. I would like to see Devontae Smith. And I would like to see Jalen Reagor. What's our biggest need, LB? Right now, our biggest need is somebody playing opposite of Darius Slay. That's the biggest concern. That's the biggest need. That's the biggest thing that has to be addressed. Hands down, that's the biggest thing that has to be addressed. 17-game roster makes 60 to 65 players. Ward will make the roster. They said Avery going to be like another Anthony Barr role in Minnesota. That might be a good role for him. Thoughts on Jake Elliott? I really wanted us to get a kicker. I'm not going to lie, bro. I wanted us to get a kicker, man, because Jake Elliott has been very shaky to me the last 2 years. I worry about Jake Elliott. The only real hole on the roster is cornerback 2. I agree. We can carry 60 players now. Yeah, I think due to adding the new the extra game, I think you can carry 60 players now. So we could walk into a situation carrying 7 wide receivers on the roster, or possibly like 4 running backs, because you know Kenneth Gainwell can be lined up in the slot. No wonder we took all those D linemen, yeah? Our safeties are good. Kayvon Wallace going to get more playing time. McLeod is going to come off injury and probably be ready by week 1. Anthony Harris is still out there. Jacoby Stevens can play safety and linebacker. I think we straight at safety. Thoughts on Tyree Jackson? I like Tyree Jackson. I mean, Tyree Jackson, I watched a little bit of his film. There's not a lot of it out there, but I think he's a capable edge rusher. Kevo, man, what's up? New scheme, wide receivers alter their route. Shout out to Kevo for the donation. What's good, Brunson? What's up with you? I'm confident in Gannon. I agree, Kirsten. Once a guy has the influence to bring his guys in that he previously worked with, like Eric Wilson and Anthony Harris, you got to understand that something's bigger going on. When players believe in the coach, that's a different ball game. Different ball game. You know, and to Jim Schwartz's credit, he was able to bring in Slay. Jacoby Stevens might play a major role in our defense this year. I can see it happening. Hot take: Sanders would be the best back in the division this year. I think he got the chance. I mean, Saquon Barkley coming off that injury, man. You got to worry about that. Who has the better receiver core? Dallas, New York. Dallas. D. Smith running the bubble screens. Thoughts? He a wide receiver. He got to go out there and get it how he live. He need to get with some wide receivers that protect themselves. You know, Randy Moss had a really good way of protecting himself. Randy Moss was thin and lanky, kind of similar to that. But Randy Moss knew when to slide. Randy Moss knew when to run out of bounds. Randy Moss knew when to come across the middle and brace for impact. Devontae Smith got to get those type of things down pat. Want to cop a Hurts season hat based on my respect for you. Hope Jalen Hurts can push for the border of elite and not league average with all these picks. I agree, man. I agree. The link for the Hurts season hat is right there. And once you click on the link for the Hurts season hat, you will also find the rock, paper, scissors shirts, man, newly dropped yesterday. They're up there as well. A bunch of people are already pre-ordering. It's a very limited quantity of those, but I wanted to drop something in respects to, you know, us getting the Heisman winner, and in respects to, you know, me not even liking that rock, paper, scissors mantra at first. But if he used that to get Devontae Smith, then hey, rock, paper, scissors it is. What do I think about Richard Sherman? I'll take him at cornerback too. LB, what do you think about the Wildcat with Devontae Smith, Smith or Rager? No, I'm not running Devontae Smith out of the Wildcat. I'll do a Rager though. That's a great take. Marvin Harrison also, since who he kind of plays like, yeah, exactly. He need to watch tape on some guys who were technicians. He's a technician. He's not going to be physical. And as slim as he is, you really can't jam him because his footwork and his tactics are just amazing. Amazing. LBR run game should be top 5 this year. I agree. Who do you want more, Sherman or Gilmore? Gilmore. Isn't Leon Alexander still a free agent? I don't know. Who will be our punt returner this year? This year at punt returner, I would like to see Hightower back there, or I would like to see Boston Scott back there. Rager too. I still want to give Rager some burn. What are you giving up for Gilmore? A first-round pick. I'm giving up a first-round pick for Gilmore. Adrian Killins might not make the roster. He might be practice squad material. Backup QB is Jamie Newman. Joe Flacco is not going to be able to move around like that, but they'll give it to Joe because Jamie Newman was an undrafted free agent. Can the Eagles even afford Stephon Gilmore? Do the math. Do the math, because you can go on the internet and you can look up how much money we got, and then next thing you know, a deal happens like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a capologist, but I believe that the way to affording Stephon Gilmore, if he's still available, will be when you're legally able to part ways with Alshon Jeffrey You're going to save some money with that. So the $200,000 that you see in cap space is going to go up for the Philadelphia Eagles after, what is it, the June 1st deadline. So after June 1st, you'll be able to afford him. Newman arm is crazy. I disagree. It's not trash, but it's not crazy. Who do you see as our starting linebackers? I see Eric Wilson. I see Sean Bradley. And I see Singleton, I'm sorry. We have to sign the rookies, too. That's going to happen. That is going to happen. Zach Ertz being released or traded or something like that is going to free up cap. And then Alshon Jeffrey, cutting bait with Alshon Jeffrey going to free up cap as well. Some people are going to get cut. Some people that's under contract are going to get cut. Make no mistake about it. Backload the salary after Wentz's $29 million dead cap is off the books. The Eagles can't afford him. Next question. No, you hope we can't afford him. I wouldn't give up future capital, especially in a rebuilding year. For Stephon Gilmore, there's not going to be a cornerback better than Stephon Gilmore coming out of the draft. This year, next year, or the year after that. It's not. So Stephon Gilmore is worth a first-round pick. LB first-round pick too high for Gilmore. Okay. All right. Okay. Say no more. Y'all don't want to pay. Y'all don't want to pay. Stop with the age. He's 31. Stop it. LB, I think JJ at tight end is genius. I think so too. Yo, I tune in every time. How do I get a wrench? Put a picture up. That's what I'm saying, man. Y'all don't want to put y'all don't want to. Stephon Gilmore is elite, right? He's elite, right? Y'all don't want to spend a first-round pick on a proven elite cornerback. Didn't he win Defensive Player of the Year? Y'all don't want to spend a first-round pick on a proven elite cornerback in his early 30s. Come on, man. He's elite. He's worth a first-round pick. Stop trying to lowball. Listen. With this mindset, we'll never have no decent players. With 3 rings, Bashir, what's going on, nephew? Come on, man. A first-round pick for an elite cornerback? Do you know Stephon Gilmore will transform this defense into a juggernaut? JJ is not playing tight end. Where do y'all get this from? We get this from theories that we come up with. We get this from ideas. You see, over here at Lord Brunson, you know, we're dreamers. We're guys who think stuff outside of the box. They getting JJ at tight end because of a video that I put up. Because it kind of makes sense. It's worth a shot. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want to denounce JJ possibly playing tight end, but listen to ESPN telling y'all that goddamn Tim Tebow about to play tight end for the Jags. Tim Tebow gonna end up on a damn stretcher. Y'all would run with that over JJ playing tight end. Age doesn't matter, results do. I agree. Only a fool wouldn't send a first for Gilmore. Come on, you can't even put a package together that don't involve a first for This is Stephon Gilmore. A first too high. Shit, we got 3 of them. What we gonna do with them? Waste them on 3 unproven rookies? Brunson, please look up Evan Nelson, O-lineman from Alabama. Did we draft him? Don't wear hats, but I'll definitely support. Hey, shout out to you, bro. I'm going to see my man Isaac the Barber today, too, at about 4 o'clock. I got a damn Widow's Peak coming in right here. I can't even see my part. Looking like I just got done from community service. How is using your picks on rookies wasting picks? I'm not saying it's wasting picks. I'm saying that you don't know what you're getting, though. You don't know what you're getting. It's still a gamble. Drafting a player is always a gamble because you can get a bust. It's a gamble. It ain't no gamble if you go get Stephon Gilmore with a first. There's no gamble. Remember that dude, Jeff Okudah? Everybody wanted Jeff Okudah. Jeff Okudah turned out to be sliced buns, a sliced brioche roll at the cookout. A sliced bun. Everybody, he was drafted third overall with a first-round pick. The Detroit Lions would have loved to do something else with that first-round pick. Would love to do it. Jeff Okudah wasn't buns last year? Okay. He wasn't buns? Am I tripping? How wasn't he buns? So you're calling him a bust after 1 year when the whole defense was trash? He was the third pick in the draft. When you draft somebody third, he's supposed to make an immediate impact, right? He was the third pick in the draft. Big fan. Hey, shout out to Amir Dupree. Big fan. Let me get that wrench, my brother. Take that like Diddy. What? He wasn't buns, but he wasn't transcendent like people thought. Okay. All right. They were saying generational talent. The Okudah pick got Patricia fired. They were saying generational talent for Jeff Okudah. I remember. Now, I'll ask you another question then, since we're not going to say he was buns. Was he worth the third pick in the draft last year? Was he worth the third pick in the draft last year? Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Was he worth the third pick in the draft last year? What's going on, Eagles, right? If he wasn't worth the third pick in the draft, he didn't even play to the potential of a first rounder. He did not play to the potential of a first rounder. We're just going to call a spade a spade. Now, using the word buns, maybe it could rub some people wrong. Probably not, but you're over the top. Over the top what? Somebody give me a stat line. How many interceptions did he have? How many games did he play? He wasn't productive. Maddox was better than him last year. He wasn't productive. And he wasn't productive. How is it over the top? Because he had one good year? Come on. Y'all want to give enough. This what I be talking about. This what I be talking about. Y'all are willing to give all these other players who play in different jerseys passes, but y'all wouldn't do it for Carson Wentz. Y'all are not even trying to do it for goddamn Jalen Hurts. Y'all not saying give Jalen Hurts the benefit of the doubt. I haven't heard a lot of people saying that. A lot of people are saying Jalen Hurts' time is up. You know what I mean? A lot of people are not willing to say Jalen Hurts good, but y'all willing to go to bat for Jeff Okudah, who had one pick, a cornerback. Y'all willing to, a lot of people thought he was elite. Y'all willing to go to bat for a dude who had one interception being drafted third? He wasn't good last year. I'm sorry. He does deserve another chance, but he wasn't good last year. Buns. LB, he played 9 games, bro. He had an interception. I support Carson Wentz to the max. He my favorite quarterback. Don't do that, bro. Okay. I'm glad you support Carson Wentz to the max. I support him as well. But Jeff Okudah wasn't that good last year. And in fact, he wasn't good at all. Jeff Okudah showed that he wasn't ready for the next level. And he also showed the inability to, see, this is a thing that y'all got to understand. This is a real thing. And I'm not saying Jeff Okudah did this. This is a real thing. When young players play at a high level or they play with other grown men and they don't perform the way that they think that they should perform, like they don't get the college praise, I think a lot of them take the most slight injury and sit it down. They take a slight injury and sit it down to spare themselves the embarrassment and the pressure. I thought Jeff Okudah was going to give me Jalen Ramsey vibes as a rookie. You had Wentz back when he didn't deserve it. Well, that's because I had his back when he also deserved it. That's the difference between Wentz and Okudah, Kirsten. Wentz showed me he deserved my support. This is Wentz's only bad season last year, and he lost his job for it. He showed me he deserved my support. Y'all supported Wentz in 2017, and then when he couldn't produce an MVP season every year, it was over for him. But it's hurt season though, so it's not even about Wentz. You damn right I had Carson Wentz back, the first quarterback to throw 4,000 pass yards in the Philadelphia Eagles jersey. Yeah, hell yeah, I had his back. I would have gave him another year, and truthfully speaking, I would have gave Carson Wentz another year or two, because I saw what he's capable of. It's wild that a rookie is buns already. How's it wild? How's it wild? So we all can agree that he wasn't deserving of the third pick, right? We all can agree that, right? We all can agree it. Wasn't Arcega-Whiteside buns after 1 year in Philly? Wasn't Arcega-Whiteside buns after 1 year in Philly? He barely played. It's due to availability, man. It's due to availability, man. Jeff Okudah, you can't put no good tape together on Jeff Okudah that says he's deserving of the third pick last year, man. That's just the facts, man. That's just the facts. We're not going to sugarcoat it, man. I'm not sitting here running around calling somebody buns who had 7 interceptions, 40 tackles as a rookie. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. If you redraft again, Jeff Okudah don't even get taken in the first round probably, man. You know what I'm saying? When a team invests a first round pick in the top 5, they expect a return on investment that same year. They're not waiting to give you so many chances, bro. That's why them high draft picks go through so many interviews. They go through psychological evaluations. Teams are not willing to draft you third and hope you develop. Nobody's willing to go through that. So by placement of where he was drafted at, he's a bust. He's a bust so far. Arcega-Whiteside was taken in the second round. So if Smith struggles this season, then what? Devontae Smith? If he struggled this season, we got to cross that bridge when he get there. Defon's struggling, though. Defon's struggling because Devontae Smith was taken as the third wide receiver off the board. Jeff Okudah was the first cornerback off the board. Defon's struggling. What do you expect? What do you realistically expect from Devontae Smith? Because I already know what I expect. I expect about 800 receiving yards and 7 touchdowns. That's what I expect from my rookie wide receiver. 800 receiving yards and 7 touchdowns. I'm not expecting Devontae Smith to do what Justin Jefferson did because only Justin Jefferson and Randy Moss did that. I'm not expecting that. I'm expecting 800 receiving yards and 7 touchdowns. That's it. That's it. Because if he just does that, that's the most receiving yards we had out of a wide receiver in a very long time. Now, I ask y'all, what are y'all expecting out of Trevor Lawrence? What are y'all expecting out of Trevor Lawrence? And to be clear, Devontae Smith is only a 10th round pick because we traded up to get him. Devontae Smith would have been, what, an 11th pick? Outside of the top 10 if the Giants, if you know what I mean? What are you expecting out of Trevor Lawrence? Some people are already telling me Trevor Lawrence is going to throw for 4,000 passing yards at the NFL level, when he didn't throw for 4,000 passing yards in college. What are you expecting out of Zach Wilson? Here's the real question. What are you expecting out of Kyle Pitts? To take a tight end / wide receiver with the number 4th pick, are you expecting for Kyle Pitts to learn from Julio Jones for a couple years? Because some people were saying Kyle Pitts is Megatron. Are you expecting that? Are you expecting that? Come on, man. Pitts 70 receptions, 900 yards, 10 touchdowns. That's what you're expecting, David? with Calvin Ridley on the roster, with Julio Jones on the roster. The only way Pitts has 900 receiving yards from the tight end position is if Julio Jones get injured. Pitts is not getting 70 receptions this year with that offense. Why is people acting like Travis Fulgham is trash on the roster? Dude carried us for 4 games last year. He did carry us for 4 games last year. He did carry us for 4 games last year. LB, I thought you loved Pitts. What happened? Well, I saw the pro day, and I didn't see explosive athleticism. I saw him running. He looked heavier. Everybody tried to say he's running like a 4.4 or 4.3, whatever it was. I just don't think Pitts is going to be able to be an elite blocker at the next level. I don't. So if you can't be an elite blocker at the next level at the tight end position, then you can't be on the field for all the packages. And once you only could put Pitts on the field on maybe a first down when you want to pass or a 3rd and long, they're going to be able to sniff him out and they're going to be able to guard him, I think. It's not college, bro, where you bigger and stronger and faster than everybody. Everybody at the NFL level is big, strong, and fast. I don't think it's going to be a cakewalk for him. I don't think it's going to be a cakewalk for him. Pitts not NFL speed ready. I don't think so. I don't think so. It's so many big tight ends. Hakeem Butler got more impressive tape at the collegiate level than Kyle Pitts. Why weren't they bloviating about Hakeem Butler like that? I hope Pitts succeed. I think one of the few places that he can succeed in is with Atlanta, because Atlanta's really not going to emphasize the run, but we'll see. Killen's still on the roster. Who do I think going to be our sleeper pick to thrive this year? I think it's going to be Milton Williams. I think Milton Williams is going to thrive. I think Milton Williams is going to take advantage of playing next to Fletcher Cox. For God's sake, somebody got to do it. Please, somebody take advantage of playing next to Fletcher Cox. Please. Please. The highest drafted tight end of all time can't get 900 yards, bro. The highest, that don't mean nothing, man. That don't mean nothing. You think Hargrave will, Kirsten? Yeah, Hargrave being healthy will definitely be something to look out for. But I got high hopes for Milton Williams, bro. Just because he was drafted high don't mean nothing, bro. It does not mean a thing. Y'all gotta chill. The highest drafted tight end can't get 900 yards. No. I bet. Listen. I'll bet whatever, dog. I'll bet whatever that he don't have no 900 receiving yards. I'll bet whatever, dog. I'll bet whatever he don't have 900 receiving yards. It's not even really logical to even think that way, dog. With how they spread the ball out there. Smith will have more yards than Pitts. You heard it. Of course he will. Of course he will. My guy 500. This the real Philly 500. People be scheming, man. How you don't got a wrench? My guy Philly Mike in the building. Philly 500. I'm making sure it's real. Yeah, we good for 5. We good for 530. 500. Dallas 500. Dingbat for sure. Okay. I'm fake. Do not wrench me. See, I'm confused now. I already gave you a wrench. Because Philly 500 should already have a wrench. He said, unwrench me. Listen. I'm sorry. It's somebody. Listen, I'm a wrench you. I'm going to go off good faith. Yeah, but I'm good for 530, 500. For sure. Do y'all remember Ryan Leaf? Wrench shop. People were complaining that I gave out too many wrenches, man. Laugh a lot, Brunson. These goodies on the stats and analytics. Too many fantasy league bulls. I agree, man. I agree. I agree, man. I agree wholeheartedly, man. I'm not really looking at stats. I'm looking at technicians, man. I'm looking at Devontae Smith and I'm looking at Kyle Pitts. I recognize both of them as technicians. I do. But I think at the second level, a guy Pitts size who don't have the elite speed like we think, I think is going to be a different ball game for him. He going to eat, but no way 900 yards. Yeah, no way, no way. 500 said, I'm not scared of the Dallas Cowboys. Some Cowboys fans told me I should be afraid of Parsons, Cox, and Smith. No. Why should we be afraid of some guys who we don't? Why? That's only 53 yards a game. Okay. So you telling me he going to play every game? You telling me he going to play every game? I watched Kyle Pitts pro day. Kyle Pitts had to be stretched out and massaged after running like 2 routes. Something done tightened up on him. I saw his pro day. He was running like he was carrying he was running like he was carrying all the groceries in the house. Definitely pause that, Kirsten. He looked way heavier, and he looked heavier than advertised, bro. He looked heavier than advertised. That's all I'm saying. Make sure y'all sub too. Make sure y'all like and make sure y'all subscribe. We are on the road to 20,000 subscribers. Shout out to my guy Philly Mike. Philly Mike just passed 10,000, bro. That's a huge accomplishment, man. On YouTube, a huge accomplishment, man. One thing YouTube is never gonna forget is they first 500 subscribers and they first 1,000 subscribers, bro. When you get 1,000 subscribers, man, you almost can't believe that people like you that much. You know what I mean? That people like your content. It make you want to go harder. So shout out to my guy Philly Mike, man. May you continue to level up and do the necessary things, man. Kyle Pitts is going to be a Darren Waller type, split out in a wide and slot. Come on, bro. Darren Waller is a problem. Darren Waller is a beast. The mitigated gall to be comparing this dude to all these dudes is just remarkable to me, man. You gonna get 20K soon? Yeah, I think so. Maddox going next year. Maddox probably going this year. Always got you, LB. I always like the stream. Hey, I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you for sure. My guy Highs, man. Yo, LB, I'm sorry for this shameless plug, bro. However, I know how much you appreciate tape and love football. Everybody here should check out Breaking Down the Birds. Our wide receivers were torching DBs all last year. I'm not capping. I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody is familiar with Breaking Down the Birds, man. But shout out to you, man. LB just hates rookies. That's not true. That's not true. I don't hate rookies. Have I been scorned by a couple rookies? Absolutely, Kirsten. I've been scorned by a couple rookies. Jalen Reagor let me down last year. I know he was injured. Arcega-Whiteside let me down his rookie year. I've been scorned by a couple rookies. And then you look at Jeff Okudah being taken number 3 being buns. You look at the Raiders reaching for Henry Ruggs being the first wide receiver off the board being buns. A lot of these teams get it wrong, Kirsten. A lot of them get it wrong. And I just feel like as far as evaluating wide receiver talent, I have been right. I have been more on point than a lot of these executives. And it bothers me because they getting paid buku money to get it right. Buku money to get it right. Come on. That's why it bothers me. Because pass catchers is one thing I've been spot on. I've been spot on with evaluating pass catchers. Because I don't even think it's very hard. Won't you start looking at the fluidity in which some of these technicians run that? They didn't do that. You cannot justify Jalen Reagor over Justin Jefferson. There's no tape that justifies it. There's nothing that justifies it. There's no logic behind it. There's no hypothesis. There's no educated guess. There's no scientific explanation. There's no Big Bang theory. Shout out to Eagle Slayer, man. You just you can't justify it. I would have not done that in a million moons. You can't justify Reagor over Brandon Ayuk. You just can't do it. I was so high on DK Metcalf the year DK Metcalf got drafted. I would have picked DK Metcalf in Andre and Dillard's spot. I would have picked DK Metcalf. What was that, a top 10 pick, Dillard? I would have reached. That's how high I was. You just can't justify some of it, man. You can't. You can't do it, man. And I just been right. I've been right. Everybody wanted Henry Ruggs last year. Remember that? I was like, nah. I like Henry Ruggs' speed. Everybody thought we needed speed, but I was like, I don't think Henry Ruggs is the one. I don't think he the one. Justin Jefferson, man. Then to be on the clock and they pick a wide receiver and they pick the wrong one? Come on, man. Would you take DK over Miles Sanders? That's tough. Because I love Miles Sanders. But Mike Evans, man, thank you for the donation. That's tough. That's tough because I love Miles Sanders, man. But Miles Sanders ain't no physical specimen. He's not no physical specimen. DK Metcalf is talking about, you know what bothers me? Every time I hear something about DK Metcalf, I gotta see the way he chased down Buda Baker. It burns my soul to see that type of freak athlete. I gotta hear Twitter and the local sports outlets talk about DK Metcalf going to Olympic tryouts to race against world-class sprinters. And this is a guy we passed up on. We got to hear about DK Metcalf, a physical specimen, body looked chiseled like a damn Apollo statue. We got to hear about a guy like that, running against a... He looked like the Silver Surfer. He looked like Superman. And we got to hear... Pause. But we got to hear about that after we passed up on him? Come on. Physical specimen, man. Physical specimen. Do you know how happy I am to have Devontae Smith? When Devontae Smith went on his interview with that do-rag on and that wife beater, I said yes. I said yes. I said this is the one. This is the one. He didn't do what these other dudes do, bro. He didn't run up there with all the lip gloss on his lips with the TikTok lights in the background. Devontae Smith not trying to do TikToks in the middle of the field. He about business. About making sure them waves spinning, do-rag going. I got an interview. Let me put this beat on. When he said that this is not bodybuilding, this is football. They don't talk like that no more, man. They don't talk like that no more, man. They don't. We got somebody who's about business on the field. And for the New York Football Giants, and for those peasants to act like he don't want to be with Jalen Hurts, and for the dude, what's the dude, Jabril Peppers? For Jabril Peppers to try to say, how unprofessional is Jabril Peppers, an NFL player, to chime in on fan gossip to say that he don't want to be an Eagle. But you can pull up clips of Jabril Peppers getting mossed by Boston Scott for a game-winning touchdown pass. You can pull clips up of Jabril Peppers getting mossed by a 5'5" running back for the game-winning touchdown. He need to worry about his craft. He need to worry about his game. I got a receipt list as long as the Nile River for the New York Giants. As soon as the New York Giants step out of pocket, I am going to be on their neck. Jabril Peppers, you got mossed by Boston Scott. Come on. Come on. Come on. These dudes don't know how to evaluate talent. They don't. They don't know how to evaluate talent. The YouTubers, Philly 500, Gate City Sports, Philly Mike, Joey Shakes, Bad Dog, Law Nation, Vach Lombardi. These dudes have more impressive takes and film breakdowns and just thoughts on football than a lot of these dudes who passed up on DK Metcalf and all this other stuff, bruh. So yes, it's not that I don't like rookies. It's just that I have been 80% in diagnosing who's going to be good the last 3 drafts. I've been 80% at it. That's a high percentage. That's a higher percentage. And now we got Jabril Peppers over here talking about Kadarius Toney look happy that... Listen, if I'm Kadarius Toney, you want to know why I would be happy too? I would be doing backflips in the parking lot if I was Kadarius Toney. Because Kadarius Toney was a day 2 draft pick that got reached upon. Now, listen, over time, time is going to prove this. Time is going to prove this for the New York Giants. Because y'all know how good I was talking about Elijah Moore, right? Y'all know, y'all know. I want Elijah Moore with a burning passion, but I know he wasn't the fit for us because he's primarily a slot guy. Time is going to prove me right. Mark it down. Set your calendar that Elijah Moore is going to be better than Kadarius Toney. Time is going to prove it right. I'm saying it here. I'm saying it right now. Elijah Moore will be better than Kadarius Toney. We don't even have to think about it. We don't have to guess it. It's going to happen. Elijah Moore will be better than Kadarius Toney because now the New York Giants are stooping down as low as this now. They stooping down and saying they didn't want Devontae Smith because they needed a yards after catch guy. You needed a yards after catch guy? The Heisman winner does it all, did it all. He is it all. Moore went to the Jets. Moore went to the Jets. So I think it's hope for Zach Wilson. He went to the Jets. So, you know, look, we're not talking about the Giants no more and the pathetic soup that they bathing in. We're not going to talk about the Giants no more. They're a laughing stock. A laughing stock. Pure laughing stock. To pass on Elijah Moore, to pass on Bateman, to pass on a level of wide receiver that you passed on reminds us of what we did when we passed on Jalen Reagor. Period. Smith run plenty games from yards after catch off slants. But they don't understand that, though. They don't understand that, though. But listen, man, this is a 66-minute stream. Y'all know I usually only try to keep it an hour. I ain't even had no water in here with me, man. Lips and hair turning white. Y'all know I get in the zone when I do my lunchtime with the bullies. I be real calm in the home studio. Real calm. I bring it down. But lunchtime with the bullies is a different type of passion. A different energy level, man. Make sure you check out the Lawnmower 4.0 via Manscaped. Use code Brunson. Get 20% off. Free shipping. I fought for that for y'all. Make sure you tap in with the Hurt Season hats still flying off the shelves. Half the city, man. I'm getting pictures of people on the SEPTA buses. If y'all not from Philly, SEPTA buses, the public transportation in Philly, people on SEPTA rocking the Hurt Season hats. People in line getting a cheesesteak with a Hurt Season hat on. The movement has just been ridiculous, man. Ridiculous. And if you're interested in the rock, paper, scissors shirt that just dropped yesterday via the Print Champs, you know, the tribute to Devontae Smith, make sure you tap into that too, man. If you want to cop something today, man, DM me on Instagram. I'll give you a code for even more savings on merchandise. I'm feeling good because the Philadelphia Eagles going to win about 10 games. Catch me later on tonight, 5:30 on 500 channel. We're going to be talking about the draft, my thoughts on the draft. He's going to pick my brain about, you know, my initial reactions and how I'm feeling now. You know the vibes, man. Lord Brunson, man. Philadelphia Eagles, man. The Philadelphia Eagles got the strongest content creator core in YouTube sports, man. I truly believe that. I got some favorites in other content creation, but just the unity and the way that we carry ourselves, the dignity, you know what I'm saying? You got to love it. So shout out to all the Philadelphia content creators, man. I'm going to get with y'all at 5:30 on 500 channel. I should be much more calm and much more in a better space by then because the New York Giants been getting me hot all week. Tap in with the Print Champs, man.